We got Spy with the 25. Hey, Nick, thoughts on Herman Miller? Overpriced or seriously comfy?
Herman Miller is there for you to steal. Honestly, Herman Miller is only fun when you're getting it at like a discount. No one ever should pay full price for Herman. No, you just don't buy new Herman Miller. Just find it at discount stores. I've got 4. You know, I've had 200 pieces of Herman Miller before. I don't want to buy that shit new.
Are they comfortable though?
Yeah, the ergonomics. Like that knoll back there is not coming up.
Yeah.
These are steel case. This is the steel case think chairs. But I bought these for $80. I love them. $60. These are nice. Steel case, just as good. Just as good. Find it.
Troll Corset. Hey, thanks for joining. Edward Arquette. Yo, Nick and Jet, love the stream. Nick, what are your thoughts on the recent uptick in uranium glass interest? By the way, your car lights are on. Nick, I think we should
oh no,
keep letting that bring us super chats. It's working us up a storm.
No, I appreciate you guys. Those lights are not on. Those are just that great Range Rover reflection.
Thoughts on uranium glass interest?
Uranium glass, yeah. Uranium glass. I honestly think it's uranium glass is basically like it's like glass that's almost this color.
Yeah.
And the way you can shine is you shine a black light on it and it glows.
Really?
And it has uranium in it. So for those of you who want in your antiquing kit, you put a little a black light on your chain. Uranium glass, I honestly think it's doing good because people figured out to put it on a black light to present it, and it looks cooler. It's cool. It's cool. It's always been there. I've had it. I kind of. It used to be like a uranium glass used to be like a witchy woman thing. All the women who collected it were like witchy.
Yeah.
Like witchy broads. Like, my name's Cheryl. You got any uranium? You know how to tell if it's real? And I'm like a black light. She's like, yeah. Oh, you know. He knows. He knows. You know, that's who I would usually. That's how I used to talk about uranium.
Last one before we get back into it. TJ Blackmore with the generous 25. Thank you, TJ. He says, hey, Nick, I'm looking for a 4-door sedan or an SUV under 60K miles, leather seats, and less than 25K sticker. I like the Audi A3 for a sedan and the QX50 for an SUV crossover. Thoughts? I am open to suggestions.
TJ, you better be open to suggestions. You're telling me about the 2 worst cars in the world, a QX50 and an Audi Q3? God. Acura RDX. Older Lexus, older body style, pre-16 Lexus RX 350. Come on, you knew that. Crazy. No, the Infiniti and the Audi A3 are not it, my man. They're not it. I'd rather see you in an older, like a fucking late 90s mid 5 Series wagon than an A3. No. Whew. Yeah, you got to get off that your train of thought. Acura Lexus, not Audi Infiniti. Right across the board.
And Maru with the 50.
That's
Thank
Moreau.
you, man. Moreau.
That's Moreau. Hey, Moreau. He's a big deal.
He says, hey, guys,
What's
the
up,
stream is everything to me. Nick, Porsche Cayman or BMW M2 for my second car?
GT4. GT4 for the second car. M2, I don't know. I don't think the M2 is that quick. I think the GT4 or the Cayman is fat. If you can swing it, and I think you can, I think your money's actually safer in a GT4 new. I can get you one. GT4 is kind of like the it car in Porsche, or just a rippy Cayman, or that you're just gonna track. If you're gonna track it and beat the snots out of it, I'm not a big fan of the. I know the M2 is cool and it's a pure BMW, and I get it. I don't know. It's little. It's very little. It's very tiny. It looks like a kid's shoe to me. Welcome.
Drungus with the 20. A little sum for your daughter. Try not to KMS in Nashville traffic. I know it's bad, man. Unknowingly flipped off a coworker last week. Now I see him every Thursday. Nick or Jet, what is the cringiest thing you've ever done? I love the streams, dudes.
Oh, man.
I'm really good at forgetting those when those happen.
Yeah, I usually smash them up with some brown alcohol. But no, I've flipped off a coworker before on the way to work.
Really?
Yeah. We used to have this girl Gina that used to drive like a maniac. Yeah. She worked at BMW. She has an M2.
Yeah.
Drove it like a Tasmanian devil. Yeah. Like breakdown lane passing and shit.
Yeah.
And then she would get out of the car and I'm like, Gina, you drive like a psychopath. And she's like, no, I don't. And I was like, did you see? You look like O.J. Simpson back there. Did you see that? And I gave her the finger like 5 times, like before I even knew it was her. I'll be like,
I used to do that in the shower.
Yeah?
Talk to myself in the shower.
It's a good way to.
I'd have my own little radio show.
Yep.
Yeah, and I would host it. I have my co-hosts. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
No, man, that's funny, man. That's
Then
good.
one time someone heard it when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, really? Because you have a radio voice. My
don't know
best
about
friend,
that.
no, because when you hang out, you know, my best, when I growing up, my best friend Andrew Johnson, he was a DJ at the roller skating rink that we worked at, and he was kind of like, hey man, what's up, what's going on? And they'd be like, all right, karaoke in 5 minutes, and you kind of like, the first night we did the stream, you were like, I was like, I don't know how he's gonna do it, and then you jumped right in. I was like, oh damn, so you got it in you. You got radio in you.
I like to speak these people's words with energy.
That's good, man.
Sometimes I mess up, but that's the intended goal.
You do a good job. It's good. Yeah.
Bendy 5K with the 25. I know you're the vintage rug guy, but is it ever worth buying new? By the way, Shamonic's house has some amazing rugs available right now.
Thank you. I do. To be fair, no, man, the new stuff's expensive. Go look at Restoration Hardware, please. Go to Crate and Barrel. Go anywhere you want. That's like you gotta go apples for apples. But you're gonna pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a rug. Restoration Hardware, $10,000, $9,000, $6,000 all day long. Those are the ones that I see go through auction for $300, and we pass on them. We don't give it like they're trendy. New rugs are trendy. They're literally designed to be that way. Do you understand? Like, do you get it? And it's expensive. It's not cheap. Like look at those people who have
The flesh.
Anyway, just the trendiness of the stuff of the newer stuff. They're not as cheap as you think they are. And like the stuff, they're just the home goods rugs and stuff like that. They just wear out. They break down. They don't look good. You can tell from a mile away. Trust me, people can see.
Symboria, thank you for joining. We got Crispy Cave with the 25. What is up, Crispy? Thank you for the support. Hey Nick, I filled out a pre-approval form for the GMC Canyon that came to around 50K with all the extras in. Oof. I make 60K a year, credit score around 730. I have not heard back from the dealership. Was I out to lunch?
Yeah, don't do that, buddy. Don't buy a $50,000 rig. Please don't. I know it's nice and it's got bells and whistles and that. You'd have to put $16,000 down, and you're just gonna lose it. You're gonna take that $16,000. You're gonna walk in there with $16,000. When you get out of that car in 3 years and you realize you were spending too much, you're gonna go, oh cool. Where's the $16,000 of like positive equity? Like, oh, it's completely gone, and now my truck's worth $28,000, but I've been paying for it for 3 years. I see it happen all the time. Please God, don't do that. Please do not make 60 and buy a car for 50. Please God, don't do that. Just go buy a Camry or an old truck and change your head. I beg you.
Benjamin Vasic? Hey Nick and Jet, big fan of the streams. I'm in the market for a new car because my '08 Ford Escape is on its final legs. Do you have any recommendations for a crossover SUV?
I like the Honda Passport. Used CRVs. I'll take a highly used CRV. Acura RDX gets a little slept on. Subarus are good. I heard Foresters don't sell, so you can get those at a bargain. Same kind of car. I heard Foresters are kind of stuff. So I know everybody wants the XV, but I think the Foresters run a little cheaper. You might get a little more value there. I don't know. That's where I'd go, dude. But I like the Honda products, Toyota products, the RAVs. They're boring. They're not good answers. I know. Ford Maverick's not bad, but it's got a 3-cylinder motor, so it's a dog. Just a heads up.
Quick chat from our friend Jarrett Distel here. Thank you for the support, man. I just moved into an apartment in upstate New York, and I was wondering how I can find some decent-looking furniture with some swag without breaking the bank, as well as how to develop a more discerning eye generally.
Make it a point to go online and find out where flea markets are. Go to flea markets and antique stores. Hit them by the dozens, man. Hit large group shops. For those of you who want to do that, go to the shops that have the most square footage. That's what I look for, square footage. And then shop them, and you'll see. Read the tags that people are selling them for. Listen to what they're trying to tell you. That's it. And like, you learn by buying. So buy what you like, go with your gut. You'll make a few mistakes, and then you get better over time, and you stop making so many mistakes. Trust me, I make them all the time. I make them so many, I break them.
I break my mistakes.
I break my mistakes. So, yeah, no, have a good time with it. Honestly, have a good time. I follow a couple of blogs and shit. I follow people on Instagram. I'm into it. I've been doing it for a long time. So, but you'll just see the pieces or patterns, the furniture, the layouts. You know, if you put a rug and then a chair, you know, looks a little cooler. It's just stupid shit. Stupid little shit. The rug, the chair, the art on the wall, the lamp, the table's pretty cool. Tables are tough, difficult. Sofas are difficult. You'll figure it out.